just an asshole, you know, you stupid phone. I hate you, phone. I hate you, phone. Anyways, as I was saying, so my hair is shit. When I took my picture, because it looks shit. It's been washed and it looks shit. It looks so flat and rubbish. I like making fun of myself. I may as well join the assholes. Just for a laugh. It's kind of fun, actually. Kind of understand why they like to do it so much. It's kind of fun. Yay, I'm here as well. Oh, my eggs are done, so I'm going to turn them off. Yay. I'm glad you're back. Yeah, it wasn't my Wi-Fi this time. It was my stupid battery. Because I had a lot to say, and my battery decided to say, well, you know what, you're not going to say it. I'm going to cut you off. And I thought for sure everybody would go, seeing as how it's been a while. I had to wait for the battery to charge a bit more than 8% apparently before I could do anything. I tried going back on YouTube and it just came up with the, you can record a video, but you can't live stream. Have a look to see if I could get back on that particular stream in case it could continue, and I saw the comments and it was really nice. And then it was Battle of the Bronies after that. I think I didn't quite read it properly, but I just kind of skimmed through it, which I do when I'm in a rush. But I'll read them better later because I like to read comments after I've already read them sometimes to see if there's anything new that I missed the first time, which I do a lot. If I read something, sometimes I miss stuff and I read it again and I think, oh, I don't remember that. 5 versus 1 8 bear. Yeah, that was the only reason why I had views, because the assholes kind of took up most of the views. The assholes. I wasn't finished, you know. I was going to say something about that when it cut me off. I was going to say, just in case they're watching again, which they probably see I'm live streaming and they'll come on and start going on with themselves again. But I just wanted to say that... Oh, I've forgotten now. Hello, Royal. How's it going? Hi. I'm so glad all my people are back again. I thought for sure I'd lose them this time because of my stupid battery and my stupid phone, my stupid Wi-Fi, and everything stupid about my phone. It's annoying. Too bad there's not a Wi-Fi thing right here. It's okay. In about a week, I'll have Wi-Fi back again, and I'll be able to live stream anywhere I want. Yep. If they do, I'm here, so I'll be here. I'm not. This happens a lot in my life, whereby somebody else will do something wrong, but when I try and defend myself or do anything back to them, they seem to have like a load of people on their side that just gang up on me until I'm the one who relents. So they always kind of win because I always have to relent, because it's always about 1 million people against one, and it's never fair. And that's how people get power in this life. Do you know what? In my opinion, it's not kings and queens and lords and ladies or even celebrities that only have power in this life. The average Joe can have power in this life if they have the right people around them. If they have friends, families, neighbours, fans, whatever around them, they're golden. They have all the power. But it takes them having people... it takes them kind of having people... you know, that are really passionate about them. I've never had that, really. I've never had anybody who will stand up for me, because everybody's always on everybody else in the universe's side except mine. And my mum had that too. She had the same thing happen to her at work. She was in ICL and apparently her employees had known her for... colleagues had known her for years. But this new girl came along and apparently started rumours about her, and they all believed her. And they hated my mum. It happens to me too. I can do nothing, somebody else will do something, but then suddenly I'm the bad guy if I defend myself. There was a post on Facebook that said that. It said, oh yes, I'm such a bitch for defending myself. That is so me. That is so me. Before it's cut off, I was about to make peace, actually. I was going to say, well, I'm so sorry for defending myself. Yeah. I'm so sorry for commenting on that post. replying to someone who did. And then as soon as that person, I saw it in my notifications, I thought, oh yeah, I remember that. And for some reason, I'm so sorry, but I decided to comment on it. And I shouldn't have done. I should have just conceded that I'm a terrible person. Yeah. Yeah, okay, people, it's done now. I just said I'm sorry for being such a terrible person. I'm a terrible person for breathing. I'm a terrible person for living. I'm a terrible person, okay? You can't argue with someone who's agreeing that I'm such a terrible person. Yeah, Bob Ross and whatever your name is. Ew. I'm a terrible person. You're a wonderful person. Oh, I know. I'm just giving in because, you know, I always have to give in to people, to people's shit. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to delete the entire thread. And we're never going to speak of this again. And I'm going to continue to live stream in peace. And you people are going to leave me alone. Because I think that would be more fun. Maybe not for you, but for me. Because I know your entire lives are dedicated to making people's lives living hell, but let's end this. Yes, it does. Yes, it does what? I'm really interested. I'm going to delete the entire thread and we're never going to speak of it again. Actually, yeah, because then it doesn't give them a reason to pick on you. No, it doesn't, because I've just agreed that I'm a terrible person for defending myself and against someone who started it. And then tried to explain that somebody else had kind of brought it up after all these years, and I just kind of commented on that and how wrong I was to do so. Because I should learn my lesson by now that reacting to these people doesn't really get any far. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. It just kind of came into my head real split second. It's really important as well. Just reminded me when I said, you are not a real one. Do you know what? If I thought I was real, senses think that I can argue with people lesser than me. Because actually wolves are more intelligent than you. So if I was a real wolf, I would be so intelligent that I would think, you know what, I wouldn't bother live streaming with these people. These people aren't worth me bothering with them. Because they're smart, you know. Wolves are smart enough to pretend that they're stupid so that people won't be all like, well, because, you know, humans are so stupid because they have decided to put all these stresses on themselves, like work and the stress of trying to earn enough money to get by and paying bills. Yeah, I just said that wolves don't live stream, so if I thought I was a real wolf... The trolls make me passionate, but the nice people make it worth it. But the people who stuck up for me today, and every one of my fans makes life worth living, and they make live stream worth doing, and see, they're just repeating themselves now. That's what I mean. Are you parrot? Do you think you're a parrot? You guys think you're parrots. These people are parrots. I'm speaking your language. I'm speaking your language. I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm gonna repeat myself like you do, like you do. Yeah. So I just apologize for being such a terrible person, so leave it now. Just move on with your lives like wolves do. Wolves and dogs, you brought this on yourself. Oh. Wolves and dogs move on with their life. They don't hold grudges. They don't keep going on with themselves. They'll fight with a wolf and then they'll just forget about it. Forget about it. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm trying to be civilized here. That's the point. The point is, instead of just coming to me and just kind of having it out with me like a normal civilized human being, he decided to just have a go at me with all these juvenile comments like, "Oh, you're not a wolf," and "Oh, you're this is hard to watch. Oh, I'm losing brain cells." Instead of doing that, why didn't you just kind of come on and just tell me, "Look, you had a go at such and such a body, this girl that you're all defending, and it's not cool," and just like talk to me like a non stuff and going on about wolves and going on about whatever. But wolves don't apologize. Another smart thing about wolves, they're unapologetic. But you guys are probably too stupid to know I was being sarcastic. Even my fans thought I was being serious. I'm not being serious. I'm not apologizing for defending myself. I'm not apologizing. I only apologize. I'm owed an apology, actually. Now you're just being stupid. I'm owed an apology. Because that person, I wish I knew her name. I'm going to find out one of these days, and that person's going to get plagued. Just kidding. I'm going to find out this person's name so I can actually mention them. Probably a good thing I don't know their name. I'm not talking about you, wolf, don't worry. I know. But these people could have just been more civilized and just talked to me about it instead of just saying all these juvenile things. But yeah, I'm owed an apology because this person, whose name we shall not mention, came on my videos first and had a go at me 2 years ago, and I kind of forgotten about it, but people brought it up again, and that's why this is happening. Yeah, I'm owed an apology. But you don't believe me because you obviously probably this person's feeding you false information. This person, all you see is me commenting on that person's video, and then making a live stream about it because someone brought it up after 2 years, and I'm having to repeat myself because you people don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Or maybe you switch off from time to times. I didn't plague her videos. I said one thing and you guys are just plaguing me now. You guys are all coming on like in the millions, it seems. Because it always seems like millions of people when they're having to go at me. I'm sorry, I say sorry all the time. That's really sweet. My mum used to be like that. I've never been like that. I'm really apologetic. I'll apologize when I really am in the wrong. But no, I should be unapologetic, really. Some people say that you should be. But I will apologize when I really am in the wrong. Like if I feel bad about something. I don't feel bad about this. Except people try to make me feel bad about this. But they're not really listening. They're probably thinking, they're probably going in and out of my live stream and just hearing bits of the story. And that's why they're not really hearing me and they're not really agreeing with me. Because they're not really watching this live stream and just coming in and out and insulting me randomly. Because I've explained about 1 million times on several different live streams, and mostly here because I didn't know what the problem was until now. It's only just today that someone decided to actually tell me why I'm being plagued by these idiots. So, if I, you know, if the tables were turned, nobody'd give a shit. Nobody'd give it. If anybody else did what I did, nobody would give a shit. Because I personally has done it. I'm being plagued by arseholes. They're not commenting now at all. I wasn't really feeding into them. I was just curious as to why I had several live streams without this shit, and then suddenly I get this shit one day. Suddenly I get this shit. It's gone eerily quiet on my live stream today. You're owed an apology. I'll go read the comments. I don't apologise. But you just answered your own question, Lauren Ferrari, or whatever your name is. Wolves don't apologise. So you guys keep saying I think I'm a real wolf, which is how it started, because that's why that person went on with themselves. Bellend. They keep going on about how they think I'm a real wolf, and that's why they apparently hate me. Apparently I'm delusional. But yet they keep proving their points that wolves don't do this, wolves don't do what I'm doing, so obviously I can't think of a real wolf if I'm doing it. I wouldn't even be talking. But I'm trying to prove a point, and they're still going on with themselves like they're being clever or something, but they're not. They're actually just proving themselves more and more stupid the more they talk. Because I'm just kinda... I've just been proving the point the whole time that they're just stupid. They just repeat themselves. Like I say, they're just mindlessly defending somebody that they don't know the situation. They don't know anything. They don't actually know what's happened. They just see that I've defended myself and I'm acting like the arsehole. They don't know the whole story. I can't even remember I don't even know if those comments are still on my videos from this person that they're defending, mindlessly defending. They don't even know what they're talking about. All they have to go on is the fact that they think that I think I'm a real wolf. And the way I dress and whatever they're going on about that I do. They're just kind of attacking that. Not the actual real issue that they have. Their issue is that I apparently brought up their friend, who they're now defending. But apparently that's the worst crime. But they're not actually saying in the beginning, they're just going on about me being this and that and the other. And I wasn't even, at the beginning of this live stream, on the first one, before I cut off, I wasn't even talking about that. And they just came on and they're just talking about something that's kind of been dead for about a week now, and they're still going on about it, even though I've not mentioned anything since. The only time it's brought up is when they bring it up. I have this ability. It's a really wonderful ability. Everybody in the world has it, especially animals, and they have this ability to forget about things, pointless things that don't matter anymore. And I'll explain that. So a bad thing will happen, an incident, a fight, an argument, whatever. And people have this miraculous ability to kind of, after a certain amount of time goes by, they don't forget, it's still always in the mind, but they kind of, it doesn't bother them anymore, and they just kind of move on. There you go, that's the term. They move on. But these people don't have the ability to do that. They just keep dragging it up, even though it's been solved or it's been forgotten about after a while. I really wanted to make peace with these people. I actually wanted to. I think it's nice when people have a fight or whatever, they have an argument, and then they just get on in the end. Well, sorry then, I'll have them leave you alone. Oh, you'll have them leave me alone. So you kind of made it happen? You know, you're the one who kind of said, oh, come on, everybody, let's have a go at her. That's really nice. I like it when people can rally people. Really, really admirable, isn't it? Everybody. Because up until now, I've not had that ability. Yes. Yes, that's good. Is that true? That is miraculous. Like I said, I just said I wanted to. So this is what people do. They plague you for a while, and then they eventually, after some time, tell you what the problem is, and then you can resolve it. Yeah, of course. So you gotta apologize? I mean, are you the person? I just asked the person whose name I don't know, because I don't really know. I'm just curious. I don't know, but yeah. Omega Music. Yeah. Actually, can I have you in secret? How do you rally people? I used to do that. I used to try and rally people and be like, oh, I don't want to get involved with anything. Like, well, thanks a lot, mate. That's what used to happen to me. When I tried to rally anybody to do stuff, they'd be like, oh, I can't be asked. Yeah, but I'm not the one who started it. So who was? Yeah, yes. Alright, she was the girl who was commenting before, but is she the girl that I offended in the first place? Sorry, I mean, she did the thing and then I came onto the video and continued it. Yeah, I don't know either. I thought it was someone called Princess something, but no, that wasn't the person either. Yeah, I would like to make peace. Yeah, that would be good. It would be nice for once. I mean, we already had some aggression today when I was out. Because I accidentally did something and somebody had a massive go at me for, and it wasn't even that wasn't even the person that was involved. They were just kind of some passers by, and they started having a go at me for no reason. But I actually don't care about that anymore because it was all sorted out. Yeah, it was up. We were on a hill, and my trolley kind of started rolling down the hill and bumped somebody's car, and the owner of the car was dead cool about it, but the person that passed by and saw it happen started having a go at me. But it was an accident. I was trying to help my mum, and the cart just went flying, and I was like shit, and I wasn't in a position to go rush to get it, and it banged into someone's car. It barely did anything to it, but those people got really angry for no reason, but it wasn't their car. Like I say, the owners were cool about it. It was teeny tiny scratch apparently, and they were fine. So we apologised. It really was an accident. We even apologised to the people whose car it wasn't, the people who were having a go at us, and then they had a go at me for some reason after I had apologised. Scratchy throat. Should probably use that up. I feel so guilty. I've been kind of wasting this leftover stuff. Let me read some of the comments now, because I haven't read them properly. What do you look like fully? Because we mostly seen the top of you. I'm not being a perv, I'm just interested. Oh, Connor. Ralston. I do know a Connor actually, but it's a different last name. Nice to meet you anyway. It was... It's not really a pleasure arguing, but I just wanted to know what the problem was in the first place so I could resolve it. I can resolve issues for anybody if they tell me what the problem is. Always. Always. But if they don't tell me what the problem is, I can't really do much. All I can do is go on with myself, like other people do. Shoot. I had it perfect and then it fell over because that stupid thing behind it decided to move. So yeah, all I ask is that when people have a problem with me in any way, I mean a serious problem, not a stupid petty problem like, oh, you dress funny. If anybody has a legitimate problem with me, I just ask that they talk to me about it in a civilized manner, and then I can explain myself, and if I think I'm in the wrong, I can apologize, or I can explain what happened so people don't get the wrong idea. I'm pretty good at that. Like, to this day, I still don't know why the people at the other end of Church Street have a problem with me. Oopsie. I mean, I still don't know why those kids over there, the random place, have a problem with me. You mean a Facebook Messenger? I do. I barely use it anymore, but I go on it from time to time. Yeah, the people down, that harass me, people were usually the police. If we called the police, used to ask what have we done to offend them, and we're like, well, we don't know, just living. I guess just being here. So Because nobody talks, really. Nobody really tells you if you have a problem. Grown-ups do, though. That's why I prefer grown-ups to little kids, because, well, actually, little kids are okay. It's the in-betweeners, the teenagers. They're usually the ones that will not fully express themselves properly, and they'll just argue. I don't know, sometimes I do things to offend people, but I don't even know. I don't even realise. It occurs to me later, or somebody might say something, and then I'll think, oh, maybe that's the reason. I've always had to kind of, I suppose, change for other people because other people don't like it. I usually get weighed down so much because I get ganged up on usually that I'm the one who has to change. Am I doing that? Are you doing what? Are you doing what? Unfortunately for these people who want me to change, I'm stubborn and I probably won't. I'll change some things. Petty things. Like, I've stopped doing certain things. Being a teen. Are you being a teen? I don't know. I don't think so. Because you're actually nice. So I guess not. You get some, they're not all like that though. You get some that are really nice. I've got a friend online who's a teen on Messenger, and he actually seems more like a grown-up than a teen. He's very logical and insightful. So they're not all like that. You're 16. Yeah, you just get some that are like that, and you get some that are okay. And then I had this other friend who was 17 or something, and he seemed very nice. Yeah, I always thought he was grown up, but oh my gosh, I should tell you about him. He might be watching right now. I can't remember if you've seen my YouTube. I think so. I made a YouTube video about him once because he did something kind of annoying, and I made this funny YouTube video. It was just a private video just for him to see. It was funny. I can't remember what it was now, but he was acting so weird and creepy. I just had to make a video of the text thing. And I showed it to him because I wanted him to see it for himself. Ew. No. I don't even know why I associated myself with him. He started out kind of nice and normal, and then he started getting creepy and just weird. And he said it was just a joke, but I don't think so. It's like he knew I was the dominant sort. He used to try and dominate me, but in kind of a jokey way. But you knew he was being serious, but using humour as a way to kind of get away with it. He started doing that. We used to have these normal, civilized conversations, and well, then it just started getting weird. Okay, so I'm gonna finally put my food on, and you'll get to see the outfit. You were like, are you sure about that? I guess so. Are you sure about that? I'm getting tired now. I feel like I've been live streaming for ages. It's nearly supper time, so I'm gonna put this dinner on now. Stupid skirt. I guess I have to make my own separate food. I don't like this food. Really sucks that I was gonna get myself a ready meal today. I decided to live stream instead and deal with people. It's not fun. I suppose dealing with live stream people is better than dealing with the people at the convenience store. There we go. I should have done that ages ago, never mind. I was going to, yeah. So, the people at the one person at the convenience store is kind of annoying. So I don't like him. Just one person. He's the reason why I kind of loathe going there. He's kind of the only convenience store at the moment. I've considered stopping going there and going to the Co-op instead, which is nearby. I think they do everything we get as well. The thing with this convenience store is these particular muffins that we get, so I have to go there for the muffins. But I think everything else you can get other places. Wow, puns. Huh? I love that. Eh? What puns? I'm too tired to notice if I made a pun. I'm just talking about convenience stores and not liking people at them. Just one person. There's about 3 people who work there these days, and the other 2 are much better. No, just explain it. Don't say forget about it. I like to know when I've said something I didn't mean to say. I heard one today. One person said, there's these 2 people, right? The mother of one of them said to the friend, hey, I like your top. And then the other person, the son, next to them said, I have a name. And they got embarrassed, apparently. I'm like, yeah, I would think that. I wouldn't get that either. I would just think, oh yeah, she likes my top. Unless it's obvious, I don't really think about this stuff. I just take things literally. I take things quite literally. I've known to confuse people, so don't worry about it. Yay food, wild puns. Yeah. No, I don't. I didn't get that one. I mean, I did get it eventually, but I didn't even get that one that I saw today on Facebook. Stephen walk into a bar. That is a funny joke. Yes, that's hilarious. It's funny just because you spelt it wrong. I know, it's a really funny joke. That is really funny. I like it. Think of that one. It's not. No, it is a good one. I like it. I do like that one. That's a good one. God damn it. It's okay. I think that's really funny. Just because it's all wrong. Just kidding. Just because it's all wrong. I saw a toy version of him actually. It's really cute. My mum said she wants one. My mum said she wants one. My throat's so scratchy. I don't think I can talk for much longer now. I've been forced to talk all day. Because of course I've been out with my mum and she likes to talk a lot. Which is fine. But I'm expected to answer and that's not fine. I kind of like it if I could just be quiet and somebody else talk. Sometimes I like that. And then sometimes I like to talk and people to listen. But my mum wants a response to absolutely everything. So of course I have to It's actually an effort for me. I have to muster up the effort and energy to answer every single thing. And I'm like, I just want to go. I mean, I didn't feel too much like that today, actually, but sometimes, I'm just saying, sometimes I do think I just want to listen and just for someone to talk and I don't have to answer them. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to be mute. It wouldn't always be very good at a piece of cake, but you're like, you're not expected to answer all the time or talk. It's kind of a bit liberating sometimes. I bet that I'll be on very. And sometimes I just like to talk and people listen, yeah. I like that too. Today sometimes I think also, like today, I wonder what it would be like to just live in a household where everybody, yeah, that would be fantastic, that would be fine with me, because I have lots to say. Except the other day when I didn't have much to say. Oh, I really did have stuff to say, but I just couldn't be bothered talking about it for some reason. I just didn't have the heart or energy to, for some reason. And I was doing a live stream, but today I do. But we know why that is. I've had coffee. I've got caffeine in me, so of course. Yeah. So caffeine kind of livens me up a bit and gives me energy and the will to do anything. Yay, you're a good listener. That's fantastic. That's great. I had a boyfriend once who used to go he used to go on with himself all the time, and you couldn't get a word in edgeways. And he would just talk about nonsense. It was just boring. It was just, I don't like to say boring, but I didn't know what he was going on about half the time. He loved to talk. It was kind of refreshing in one way because it means I didn't have to make too much effort, but he just used to talk about things I either wasn't interested in or just he would tell funny stories because he thought himself a comedian. It would just be like recycled comedian stories told by another comedian many years ago. And he used to try and tell those stories to me or just whoever would listen. I know. He's the first person not the first person I've met like that. The second person I met like that. But at least the first person was actually funny, but he used to repeat himself a lot. He used to tell funny stories or jokes or like comedy routines, and sometimes he would repeat himself. Like, here's one, right? So, like I say, it was my art class, right? And I'd be painting, and he was my art teacher, and I'd say, oh, there's a hair on my painting, and he'd go, oh, it's a rabbit. And at first it was kind of, a bit of a novelty, but after the third or fourth time that he said it, it was kind of got old. And every time there was a hair on the painting, I'd be like, shit, I'm not going to say anything. Because he'll say it's a rabbit. Because he did it every single time, and it just got boring. So, people can kind of overdo the whole comedy thing. But so every time you talked to him, he'd make a joke about whatever you said, and it got really exhausting. And the same with this boyfriend person of mine. Boyfriend person. If you could call him that. When we met, the first 3 times we met, and all the times we Skyped, he used to do these comedy routines that were just recycled from other comedians that he liked from many years ago, because he liked old comedians. And I didn't know what he was going on about half the time, and I didn't get half his material. And I just like someone who I can talk to, not someone who's joking all the time. So it's funny, I vowed I'd never get a man that did that, and yet I ended up with one. But luckily it was only for a short time. Luckily for me, I couldn't have taken that for the rest of my life. I don't think we ever talked about anything that I was into. Like I do with you guys. I talk about my life and... Sometimes. Let me see this really long comment someone put. Very fit blonde guy. saw you were on, so I thought I would pop by and say hello. I have to say I truly appreciate your sincerity to put into the videos. Just wanted to let you know that you can talk to me about anything. Oh, that cute. That would be great. Yeah, I'd like to do that. Thank you for your reply on Patreon. Oh, I didn't see that one. Ah, you're welcome. Yep. I didn't know you can message people on Patreon. That's really great. I enjoyed doing that today. I had to do it quickly. Oh, yeah. I had to do it quickly. I had one window where my mum wasn't there. Because, to be honest with you, if my mum's there and I'm on my phone, she goes mad. So I have to either do it sneakily or do it when she's not looking or when she's gone. So she was gone for like 2 seconds, so I was able to just quickly type that on Patreon. But I obviously can't send pics via it, so I didn't see it at all. I was looking for it everywhere. How come it said I only got $9, by the way? I thought it was 10. But yeah, I do have Patreon. And now this lucky person who became my very first Patreon ever, and he is entitled to art now every month because he pledged £10 a month or dollars. I'm not really sure which. I didn't know he was American, to be honest. I don't know whether that blonde guy, fit blonde guy, is still there. But if he's still there, because I didn't acknowledge him, so he's probably gone. I meant to acknowledge him. Yeah. But I like blonde guys, so that's really good. Too bad he's in America. But all the blonde guys seem to be very rare, and they seem to not be into me. Which is the story of my life. All the guys I'm actually, the kind of guys I like, are never into me. Yeah, he's still there, working and listening. Yeah. I'll pay when I start working, because at the moment I have no money. Oh, that sucks. But you can do. So it's the same on Patreon as here, I'm presuming. Royal Rose Wolf. I wanted a different name for my Patreon. I might make a new one. I wanna kind of to start new everything. YouTube, Patreon. I want to rename everything to something more neutral. I'm a brunette, dude, sadness. You're also kind of too young for me, which sucks now. I feel a pain. Only it's the other way around. Yeah. I have lots to talk about, so before I forget, so if you want to pledge, if anyone wants to pledge to the Patreon, it supports my art and weight gain and everything I want to do. So it's Royal Rose Wolf, and I'll probably make a new one. Too young is better than being an old fart like me, brony. Oh, how old are you? Old fart. That's so cute. I used to want to date guys that were younger than me. I don't want to be the older woman. I really don't. It's not nice being the older woman, and they always end up leaving you for a younger one anyway, so I don't want to be that person. Wow, don't say that, dude. I don't want to be the older woman. 42. Hey, that's not old. 42's not older. That's actually a nice age. When I was younger, I used to really only want to date guys who were younger than me or the same age. But I'm not bothered I'm not bothered as long as they're good looking and fat. Ha ha ha. Well, you can be. Even if you're 42, still young. Well, you can be. I feel 60. Many surgeries. I look 30, but feel 60. Oh, surgeries? Oh my god, that's horrible. My mum hasn't had surgeries, but she has a really old body now. She's in her 60s, and she's probably got the body of a 90-year-old now, with all the problems she has and stenosis. And me, I'm 28, but I think I may have the same problems as she has. So I've already got a crappy hip. That's not really... I don't know what it is. It's not even the hip. It's kind of the joint between the hip and the thigh, and it's bothering me, and my knee hurts as well. And I have to walk with my leg straight. I can't bend it because it doesn't hurt, but it feels weird. It feels odd. Let's have a look. Back surgeries. Mechanical heart valve held together with super glue. Yeah, that doesn't sound too nice. Got a bolt in elbow, and since dislocated, it also getting Oh, that sounds horrible. I don't like the sound of that at all. I had surgery in my eye, apparently. Good thing I was a kid and I didn't know anything about it. Because I have a big problem with things going in my eyes. Anything to do with that. So, I'm glad I was a kid and I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, for me, year 8. And for me, I was 4, I think. 4. I didn't know what was going on. It was quite exciting going to the hospital. It was like having a holiday for me. Shit. God, I hope I'm not coming down with something. I shouldn't be wearing this right now. I should be covered up. I should be in my nightwear right now. Because I feel like I'm coming down with something. I felt worse yesterday, so I'm hoping it's nothing. I did get a cold once, right after my birthday, 2 years ago. So yeah, surgery 9, I think that was it. What time is it over at the pond? Oh God, really late. Shoot. I think it's 8:10. Very going to hospital for a lot of pain. Time for a lot. Yay, we're going to the hospital. Time for a lot of pain. 12 p.m. Gosh, it's early. I roleplay, and all my roleplay friends are from the United States. I only met one person who's also in the UK. Eid. Yeah, that's because you're in the UK as well. Some of you actually asked me, but not you particular people, but somebody asked me what I role played, but I don't think the person who asked me is here. And I forgot to tell. I was so rude. I didn't tell them. They asked me what I role played. It's a role play group that I'm in and that I created. So I'll tell you what it is now. The role play that I do is a mafia role play, and I play a really, really, really big fat mafia boss. Yeah. I thought a lot of my fans actually were UK people. It seems we have a couple of those in the US, but all the people I roleplay with are in the US. And their time zones are pretty okay for me. They're pretty decent. But I have one person who roleplays who's in Japan, and that time zone is terrible because they're just getting up when I'm going to bed and vice versa. And so I barely get to see that person. And she is kind of one of the main characters. I like the accent I say. Well, one person who got butthurt on my live stream said, I keep changing my accent. And then he went, are you mentally ill? Because I keep changing my accent, apparently. But actually, they're right. They're not wrong. I do change my accent. And the reason for that is because I will hear people talking on many different things, whether it be on the telly or on videos similar to mine. And I kind of sometimes just copy them. Just random. I don't even think about it. It just kind of happens because I hear them a lot. And the accents I tend to switch between is American accent. You probably couldn't tell because it's so subtle a change probably. But I try to talk American sometimes just automatically because I hear Americans more than any other accent in my life. And because I used to always watch American TV, not even thinking about it. I used to think that they were all British and they didn't sound any different. So I used to talk American because of that. And then I also talk in my normal voice. And I also try and talk posh as well. So there's 3 different accents. And sometimes I'll just put on an accent for the hell of it, which is fun. Sometimes talk Russian, and sometimes I'll talk German, and sometimes other accents. Because sometimes I just do it for fun, because it, like, I go, forget about it, because I just want to say it. Sometimes I want to say it in an accent. The Welsh. Well, if you heard me, then bloody hell, I've got a Welsh accent with a steep voice. Yeah, I'm an open person. Wait, is it just you and me, Rose, that lives in the UK? That sucks if it's just us two. I like your proper English. Then a Cockney or something. It depends. Jersey. Hang on, what does that say? Different type. Don't you all have 2 different types of accents? Like, one for rich and one for poor. Oh my god, we have a million different accents. There are several different poor accents and one rich accent, sorry, I should say. You've got Liverpudlian. You've got, what's that place that I hate? That place I can't stand. That place that's really popular right now. Essex. You got the Essex accent. You've got Cockney London, because London's supposed to be the primarily posh place, but you've got a mixture there too. You've got the Cockney people who are poor and have a common voice. And then you've got the southern London posh accent. This area, so hello, they're splendid, and you've got those people. And they're the people that are they're the only posh voice in the universe, apparently. But everybody doesn't speak that way anyway. At one time, everybody used to speak posh, but now everybody speaks in different accents and in the news and on the radio and stuff. So you used to be able to only hear. They used to only be able to hear posh voices at one time, and most people would emulate them. That's what they grew up with. So that would be really nice if they did that again. I don't want to hear a load of common people talking on the telly. There's $1.99. I don't want to hear that on the telly. Should have standards again. That's another pet peeve of mine. Another pet peeve of mine is that standards are all slipping now. So everybody thinks that everybody should be equal now, and everybody should aspire to be down there. Everybody should now swear, and everybody should talk common. And go, I up. That's okay. I have a normal American accent with a slight southern drawl. Yeah, like on Outdoor Man, on what's it called? Last Man Standing. It's weird because the main character sounds like he has a southern drawl, but then his dad sounds like he's from Boston. I don't know, it doesn't add up. And the brother just sounds like a normal American accent. So you got one son who sounds southern, one son that sounds normal American, and then you've got, I don't know what's normal American actually, and then you've got one that sounds like he's from Boston, and he sounds like a gangster. He kind of sounds like he could be in the mafia. We normally make fun of Boston. Hang on, we all normally make fun of Boston accents unless you live in Boston. I like all the accents when men are speaking. But when women do it, it's not as nice. Yep, you're not wrong, dude. Excuse me. I think I only have this crappy throat because of my catarrh, I don't think I've got a cold. I've been without my inhaler for a while, so that probably hasn't helped. My throat feels shite. It's really... That's what I mean. I should get warm now. I shouldn't be talking. My mum's gonna kill me because I've not done food. 1 second. Oh. I need warmth. Please don't die. I'll try not to. Let's see what we've got here. Have you noticed I'm curled up in this chair? When I get cold, I start to curl up. I curl up in my chair. Apparently when dogs are cold, they'll curl up into a ball. I do the same. Let's curl up into a ball on this teeny tiny chair, which you can't see. It's a bar stool. What are you, a cat? No, dogs do it too. Dogs curl up if they're cold. And you see this little bar stool? I'm just going to curl up in here like this and make myself into a tiny little fur ball. This is kind of comfy. Yeah. I'll be stiff as well. Ah, there we go. I can feel my spine snapping in my neck. Snap. Oh, there we go. Did you hear that? That was a big one. Just there, right at the back at the top. You can hear it snap. God, I thought people were really being... I'm so glad we got that issue. You heard it. Wow. Told you it was loud. My mum can't even hear it when my neck snaps. It's just so loud. Did you love it though? I just love the sound of my neck snapping or whatever. I don't know why. It just makes me feel like I was stiff, but now I'm unstiff. I think it's happened, since the car accident. I don't remember having that problem before that. Freaking damaged me. I love the sound, yeah, it's good. The little ones are boring, but I kind of like the big ones. Yeah, so I can always feel there's always little ones going on, but I like the big ones. Sick of this throat. Irritated. I thought you said big bones are the best then. Oh my god, the dog makes a lot of noise when he licks himself. Look at that, his paw, his leg is raw. Because he just licks them. He just makes a load of noise when he licks himself. Why did he make all that noise? Cats don't make that noise. Used to irritate the crap out of me. The first dog used to make a load of noise because he used to lick himself all the time. I used to be sat in the kitchen right here trying to draw. I'd be making all that noise and it used to annoy me. But I have this defense mechanism in my brain or something. And there are certain things that annoy me and something will happen and I end up kind of liking it in a way eventually. It's weird. Can't explain it. I'll start out hating something and then because I have to put up with it, it'll just happen. It's okay, I don't hate it anymore. I kind of hate it but kind of like it at the same time. It's a weird thing. It's like, oh yeah, in my early days when I was a kid and a teenager and I used to be really skinny and I used to hate it. I used to hate it so much. I used to hate being skinny and I used to be really, really jealous of people who were fat. I used to look at fat people and be like, why can't I look like that? I used to not be attracted to fat people as such. I wanted to be fat. And I ended up getting really jealous. And that jealousy would turn into something else. Sorry, that's just funny. That jealousy would turn into something else, and I'd end up kind of liking the feeling a little. Because I can't really be jealous. I can't really be jealous anymore. Because I am kind of fat now. One person said I'm not fat, but I measured myself, and it's a special measuring tape. It tells you if you're overweight or not. And I'm in the red zone. It has a white zone, which I'm presuming is supposed to be. The white zone is supposed to be the right weight, and the red zone is supposed to be like you're overweight. I'm in the overweight red zone, apparently, especially my hips. My hips are in the red zone. My waist is borderline. But you are trying to gain weight, aren't you? Yes. So I'm not jealous anymore of the fat people. It's kind of bugging it up. Do you want me to tell you what makes me really jealous now? I'll tell you what makes me really jealous. It drives me absolutely insane. Do you want to know what drives me insane now? Because I find out facts. So I can't be jealous of fat people anymore. I still kind of am jealous of fat people a little bit. Like really fat people. Especially fat people with big bum and hips and massive hanging bellies, which I can't seem to have because my belly just sticks out. I am now jealous of seeing young women like myself, my age or whatever, or just anybody, it can be in your 40s for all I care, and they're with a big fat bloke. I'm really jealous of those people. Because I'm like, oh, I know I'll never get to do that. I'll never get to be with a big fat, sexy bloke that I can just grab all of their fat and just play with it all day. Or look at it. That kind of makes me insanely jealous now. But you know what? I really pisses me off. Not just the fact that they're with a fat guy like I want, and that they're getting to experience the sexiness of being with a fat guy all the time, like living with them, and getting to see them naked all the time, and seeing their wobbly jiggly bits all the time, which is lovely. Making them feel wonderful inside. But also the fact that they don't appreciate them because they're not into fat people. Those women who are just like me with this fat guy, they won't be into fat people. They'll probably wanting them to be muscly and thin. And they'll probably be bugging them all the time going, why can't you lose weight and be fit and buff? Because they're all into fit, buff people. So they're with this fat guy, which I would love to be with, but they don't really like them. They don't like fat people, so they're not even turned on by them at all. That's what pisses me off. Hello, Mama. It's just done. Pardon? Oh, and that's another thing that makes me jealous. Just anybody who is with somebody, because that somebody will be cooking for them and cleaning for them all the time, and I have to do it all myself. Watch this. I have to now do a load of things I don't want to do. If I had a boyfriend, I wouldn't have to do this. I wouldn't have to cook, because he'd be a chef and he'd cook for me. For us. I could help out. Oh god, this tomato is disgusting. Ugh. Are you still with me, guys? My mum just came in. I'd rather have a fat woman than a fit one, so I'm with you. Yeah. Hang on. Alright, I've not missed anything. Alright, I've not missed anything. Fat people as well. I like fat people, yeah. We go again. To beat you up. I have got Wi-Fi, it's just being silly. I'm gonna put it in the Wi-Fi zone. I'm gonna put my coat on for now. I can't stand it anymore. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted again by connection dropping. I'm not extremely considered attractive. Do you agree? Like, I like all shapes and sizes, really, but I can't understand why people think that fat people are not attractive. Why are fat people considered not attractive? I can kind of understand, like, insanely obese people not being considered attractive, but just like normal fat people. Like in a lot of programs I watch, if one of the characters gains like just like normal weight, and if they gain like a little bit, they go insane, and they're considered fat and unattractive suddenly. I don't know if you watch My Wife and Kids, but it's like that, and that kind of drives me insane. Normal fat people. For me, the fatter the better. I really like fat people, really fat people, as well as normal fat people. But they don't have. I don't think if they're like immobile sort of fatness. I don't find that really attractive unless it's in a cartoon. I have some really fat cartoon pictures. Do you want to see them? Or do you think we should make that another live stream? Or I can show you real quick and then do another live stream. Ah, shit, it's not in this room. The drawing pad's not in this room. I'm really sad. I'm so sorry. Tell you what's going to happen if I go get it. My mum's going to talk to me for an hour. It's in the Doom room where my mum is. I got you someone. The Doom room. Here you go. This is Lino. Isn't he hot? Look at how sexy it is. Yeah, not the Doom room where my mum will talk to me for hours or yell at me and scream at me. Here you go. That's fat Lino. Isn't he fat and sexy? He's really fat. Look at his fat belly. Isn't it so sexy? Ugh, stupid light. Isn't he a sexy boy? He's a thick boy. I'm gonna show you his cute face. And his cute man nipples and his big fat belly. I love his wings as well. This one is my favourite drawing ever in the entire universe that I've ever drawn. He's actually my best work. I've not been able to draw him as good since. And this is Jeremiah's son, Charles. Lino is Jeremiah's dad. I can smell sausages. Lino's Jeremiah's dad anyway, he's called Lino. He's a big fat mafia boss. And that skinny boy that you just saw, he's really jealous of his fat dad and grandfather. And here's Jeremiah, hang on. That's Jeremiah's father. And that's Jeremiah, and they look really similar. I've shown these pictures before, but different people, so I'm showing them again. So that's Jeremiah himself. He's really fat. And that's Jeremiah's daughter. He's upset because her friends are spending more time with her dad. Because he's a ladies' man. Jeremiah's a ladies' man. Which he gets from he gets from his dad. He gets from his dad. It's quite risque, actually. I'm not sure I should have shown it on YouTube. But yeah, his dad's quite the ladies' man. But he's more of an unconscious ladies' man, so he doesn't even try. But just because he's fat and sexy, just because he's fat and sexy, the girls love him. Because in my universe, in the story that I'm doing in that universe, fat is mainstream attractive. So the fatter a guy is, the more attractive he is to a girl or a guy. That sort of thing. A lot of the people in the role play actually like fat people as well, but I didn't find them on any sort of specialized weight, fat admiring site. I just met them all by chance, which was really good. So it proves there are more what I call normal people who are just into fatties. They are sexy and hot. I'm thirsty again. I need a drink. Hang on. When I drew those pictures, I was kind of turned on, yeah. I usually draw things as per the way I'm feeling, so I will draw something if I'm sad. If I'm sad, I'll draw something sad, or if I'm tired, I'll draw somebody sleeping or something. Okay, so that's done. So what do I have to do next? I really have to get on with this now. Okay, so we'll just keep checking on this real quick. Yeah, thought so. Oh, you're not wrong. It'll show you on Facebook how I am. Okay, isn't Richard in his 40s too? Yeah, I like Jeremiah and his dad. I think they're really insanely hot. Right, so there's the thing. And there's the rest of the thing. I'm not sure I should really talk about certain things to my fans or YouTube because I don't want to open a can of worms. But yeah, those characters I just showed you, I did get turned on by them. Yeah, I know. I think that's enough salad. I've just realised I'm doing this and I don't even know what I'm eating. Well, I do know, but it means I have to just make it. So do you know what? I'll probably just have supper or something. I don't know. I'll just have pasta and sauce or something quick. I've done it again. I've live streamed instead of doing dinner. So, do you know what? I think I'll probably stop this now so I can just focus. It does not. Camera keeps freezing. Oh, you're kidding. It is in the Wi-Fi zone. I guess it's freezing. So you've not heard a word I've said. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to stop it now anyway. And I'm going to get warm and concentrate on food and rush around like a blue-assed fly now. So, I'll see you all later. Maybe Brony Monster can tell a very fat blonde guy what I said. Very fit blonde guy, not fat. I like that name. Very fat blonde guy. That's funny. Okay, I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow. See you later. All right, see you later. I might live stream on my birthday. I don't know. It depends how I'm feeling.